Whether it's in a delivery room or a dive bar, we all come into this world in one way or another, but some ways are definitely more weird than others. Today we're counting down the strangest places women have given birth. At number 10, an airplane. How is this for cruising altitude? A pregnant Taiwanese woman who snuck onto a flight to LA to have her baby in the US and qualify for citizenship went into labor at 30,000 feet. Apparently, the mother, known only as Jian, kept asking, "Are we in America yet?" Luckily, a doctor was on board and assisted with the delivery just as the flight was diverted to Alaska. Sadly, however, Jian was deported and now faces over $40,000 in fines, while her daughter, who was awarded a US citizenship, remains in America with friends. Number 9, the woods. When giving birth, take the road most traveled. Amber Pangborn opted for an unfamiliar route through a California national forest to her parents and ended up giving birth alone in the woods after she ran out of gas and her cell phone died. For 3 days, the new mom survived on just apples and water amid swarms of mosquitoes and bees and lions and tigers and bears. Fearing that her and her new baby were gonna die, Amber started a signal fire that erupted in a forest fire, and luckily within hours, a ranger located the fire, Amber, and the baby. Number 8, a gas station. An unexpected delivery happened at a gas station after a couple was told they could go back home. As they got on the freeway, Ruth Hensley told her husband Jason she couldn't resist anymore and began to scream. Her husband also wanted to scream too, but he kept his composure and he pulled up next to a pump and called 911. Firefighters arrived to bring the 7-pound, 11-ounce baby girl into the world, blissfully unaware that she had everybody so pumped up. Coming in at number 7 is a wedding ceremony. Now the award for the best wedding crasher goes to the French bride who went into labor at her own wedding. The couple had just made it through their vows and the guests were headed to the reception to await the new bride and groom. Only they never made it. The bride felt strong contractions and delivered a baby boy right there. As mother and child were said to be doing well, the reception went on. Let's just hope somebody saved them some wedding/birthday cake. At the number 6 spot, we have a metro station. Next stop, life. Giving birth in a sweltering metro station wasn't Shavante Taylor's plan, but the L'Enfant stop seemed oddly appropriate. L'Enfant is French for child. On her way to the doctors, Shavante went into labor right on the platform. Fortunately, an off-duty EMT came to the rescue.
Like everybody was like, hooray, we just shook hands.
Delivering a healthy 8-pound, 5-ounce baby boy. Metro gave the station's newest arrival a gift basket worth $100, a system map, and some other trinkets along with a handwritten note of congratulations. Number 5, the library.
Look at this mess! Ectoplasmic residue.
When library staff noticed a woman in distress, they flew to her rescue as it soon became clear that a birth was happening right there in the library. Screening off part of the children's library, which is closed off to the public for privacy, everyone rallied around the mother and the paramedics, over the moon at the birth of the baby girl. The staff hopes she'll grow up to be a real book lover. Number 4 is a toilet. Life's bleachable moments. A woman was using a toilet in China, which is pretty much a hole in the ground that you squat over, when her baby accidentally fell out of her vajayjay into the pit below. Now you're probably wondering, what was she thinking? Was that just my baby? Or a really big dumpling? An emergency worker was lowered down into the pool of human excrement to rescue the infant, who happened to be alive and well despite a perfectly shitty introduction to the world. Moving down to number 3, Walmart. The Walmart supercenters have a lot of things going on, but a delivery room is not one of them. But that didn't stop one of their employees from giving birth there. When an employee went into labor and eventually gave birth inside the store, people were smiling and laughing, comparing it to the film Where the Heart Is, starring Natalie Portman. Number 2, Disneyland. They don't call it the happiest place on earth for nothing. But for one new mother, this proved especially true when she suddenly went into labor near the Toy Story parking lot. With contractions 2 minutes apart, Disneyland staffers raced to the scene with sparkles, all to help deliver the bouncing baby girl. And finally, topping our list at the number 1 spot, a strip club. A woman in Tennessee was forced to give birth at the Deja Vu strip club after her baby didn't want to wait any longer. A taxi driver who was driving the woman to the hospital decided to pull over into the club, fearing that they wouldn't make it to the hospital in time. When firefighters arrived, they found the woman with the baby girl in her lap. Both mother and the baby were happy and healthy. The strip club said that they will be giving the woman $500 and other gifts. Now, would that be all in singles? That is for another Strange List video. Now, if you guys want to know if sex can really hurt a baby inside of a mother's tummy, check out this list where we debunk the most common pregnancy myths many people still believe today. Or if you enjoyed this list, click on this video where we count down the strangest pregnancy stories ever. And make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with more strange lists each and every week.